Welcome friends, my name is Satyajeet Sahu and welcome to this marathon class. Yes, so we have been in middle of your question series for upcoming Bhel, Hpcl and TSPSC examinations. And today we will be having marathon session. So let us welcome our participants. Good morning to all the participants. Juhi, Vivek, Afrid, Rasmita, Saurabh Sri, Santu, Nikki, Karti and other participants, and also warm welcome to all the participants who are attending the lecture recorded. Okay. So today we'll be solving how many questions? Can you guess in the comment section? Welcome Satish. Can you guess in the comment section how many questions we are going to solve today? Can you guess in the comment sections how many questions we'll solve today? Please guess in the comment section. Yes, Afrid is telling 100. Yes, 100. So we'll be solving 100 questions. Okay, out of which I will be solving question number 1 to question number 65. Okay, and Krishna sir will solve question number 66 to question number 100. Sir will take the important topics of environment, concrete structures, analysis and engineering mechanics. So let us start the session. Okay, today we'll solve 100 questions and I have already taken many sessions for Hpcl. There are sessions available on our YouTube channel. Okay, in Geotech I have solved questions. Okay, I have solved 40 questions. Okay, surveying I have also solved 40 questions. Steel structures also I have solved questions. Hydrology and irrigation also I have solved questions. The most probable questions are already discussed in these 4 subjects, right? Also I have taken Geotech 50 questions on consolidation and shear strength, foundation 50 questions and soil mechanics 50 questions. So lot of questions have already been practiced. So if you want to, brush up them and revise them before the examination, then these videos will be the perfect recipe. Okay. So let us start the session. Welcome to all the participants. So let us start this question. Okay. So first question, please answer. So please answer. Please answer. First question, please answer. Fatafat will solve. Okay, we will not go into so much of background theory. We'll solve only and see the solution. So please answer the question. Elongation due to self weight. Please answer the question. One B. Good morning, Samriddhi. After this telling B. Rishabh is telling C. 6. Somebody is telling 6 also. Okay. The formula for deformation due to self weight is what? For a prismatic bar means what? Same cross section is gamma L square by 6E. It is what? Gamma L square by 6E. So all dimensions doubled. So length is also doubled. Right? So length will become what? 2L square by 6E. So this becomes what? 4 gamma L square by 6E. So it becomes what? 4 times. The deformation of a bar due to its self weight, okay, due to its self weight, own weight, it and what? Own weight is independent of area. It only depends on the length, right? So answer is B. Next question, question number 2. Please answer this question. Which of the following relationship is incorrect? Which of the following relationship is incorrect? This is from soil mechanics. This is from soil mechanics. The earlier question was from your strength of material, right? So answer this question. Which of the following is incorrect? It is written incorrect. Read the question carefully. It is written what? Incorrect. This is incorrect. Yes. Gamma D is G gamma W by 1 plus E. WG is equal to ES and porosity is E by 1 plus E. The first relationship is incorrect. It should be what? It should be N by 1 minus N. Third question from your highway engineering. Please answer this question. Third question from highway engineering. While designing a highway, identify the factor which is not taken into consideration or account for the computation of braking distance. Please answer fast. Please answer fast. Which is not considered? Which is not considered? Yes, reaction time. See, braking distance is what? It is V square by 254. Yes, 254 F plus minus 0.01 n. So this is the gradient. This is the gradient. It depends on gradient. It depends on friction, right? Coefficient of friction, and it depends on the design speed. It doesn't depend on the reaction time. Reaction time decides what? The lag distance. It decides the lag distance. So answer is D. Next question, question number 4. Please answer this question from your soil mechanics. Or I can say more foundation engineering because it is negative skin friction. Please answer this question. Which of the following statement is or are incorrect? Again, I am telling it is incorrect. Please answer this. Incorrect. Incorrect. Fourth. D. People are answering B. Okay. Incorrect. Read it. Incorrect. Let us see which are correct. It is developed when the pile is driven through a recently deposited clay layer. Yes. So this is a correct statement, right? This is the correct statement because recently deposited clay layer will consolidate. So it will develop what? Negative skin friction. It is developed when the pile is driven through a layer of dense sand. In dense sand it won't. It should be what? Loose sand. So I can say S2 is incorrect. S2 is incorrect. It is developed due to sudden drawdown of water table. Yes, this is also correct. Because when there is sudden drawdown, what will happen? There will be increase in effective stress leading to what? Consolidation. So consolidation will lead to what? Negative skin friction. So 1 and 3 are correct. So which is incorrect? S2 only is incorrect. Next question, question number 5. This is from your traffic engineering. So please answer. Very straightforward question. Very straightforward question. Answer very straightforward question. Free mean speed is given. The spacing between the vehicles at stopped condition is given. Capacity flow, or I can say what? Maximum flow. What is the answer to this? Please mention in the comment section. Come on, fast, fast. Today we will solve questions fast. Come on, very fast. Everyone, okay. Today you can solve with calculator, okay, for practice. So come on, very fast. It is what? The maximum speed is what? VSF into kj upon 4. Now VSF is given how much? 80. How to find out kj? Kj how to find out? 1000 by spacing of the vehicles at jammed condition. So 1000 by 8 and then further divide by 4. So this is 10,000 by 4. That is what? 2500. Question number 6. Please answer this from strength of material. Straightforward question. Question number 6. Strength of material. Please answer this question. Fast, fast, fast. Today we will solve very fast. Today we will solve all the 100 questions within 2 hours. So fast, fast. The major and minor principal stresses are given and the maximum shear stress is asked. Yes, very good. The maximum shear stress is equal to, I can say, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. That is equal to 10 minus of minus 6 divided by 2. That is equal to 8 MPa. Very good, very good, very good. Question number 7. Very good. Hydrology. Please solve this question. Okay. Triangular direct runoff hydrograph is given, right? And it is given, it is having a base of 100 hours, okay? And peak flow is given as 40 meter cube per second. The catchment area is given, okay? Huh? Some problem has happened. This peak flow, you just cancel this, okay? Some problem has happened with this question. Some problem with this question because see, peak flow, if it is given, then why they're asking the peak? Okay. Understood. This is for the DRH. Good question. They're asking for a unit hydrograph. Yes, this is a DRH. They're asking for a unit hydrograph. For unit hydrograph, what will happen? The base will be same, right? The base will be same 100 hours, but the peak flow will vary. Because you see, suppose this is your unit hydrograph and this will be your DRH, right? because you get, how you get the DRH? DRH equal to the unit hydrograph into the excess rainfall, right? So this data is given to give what? The base hours. So this peak of the unit hydrograph is asked, right? So find out this peak of the unit hydrograph, the catchment area is given to us. Please solve this. Yes? Understood? Rainfall depth is not required because they are asking what? The peak flow of 6-hour unit hydrograph. When they say unit hydrograph means what? The excess rainfall is 1 centimeter. The excess rainfall or the effective rainfall is what? 1 centimeter. So we have discussed this formula a lot of times. What? The excess rainfall 1 centimeter convert to meter into the area of catchment. That is how much? 180 kilometer square convert to meter square. Okay, so this is what? The excess rainfall into the area of catchment is equal to the area of the unit hydrograph, because we have taken here excess rainfall how much? 1 centimeter. So we'll take unit hydrograph. The peak flow is suppose QP. Base hours is 100. I'll convert this 100 into seconds. So please give me this answer. What is the answer to this? Tell me. Very simple formula. What is the formula? The formula is the excess rainfall, right? It's a very important formula. Yesterday also when I was discussing the important formulas of hydrology and irrigation, I discussed this. Excess rainfall into the area of catchment is equal to area under DRH, right? And when this DRH becomes unit hydrograph, then this excess rainfall becomes what? 1 centimeter. So what is the answer now? So they have given the DRH data just to give what? The base hours, because the DRH and unit hydrograph will have the same base hours. So answer is what? Other students, okay? Answer is 10, okay? So as soon as one student will answer, I will shift to the next question, okay? I will not wait because we don't have time. Question number 8, very straightforward question from your traffic engineering. Question number 8, please answer fast. Question number 8, please answer fast. Question number 8. Okay, very good. Let us see why all the participants are requested to gear up and answer as fast as possible. I want competition among the students. Okay, so all please start competing. Yes, be competitive. The answer is circular. For prohibitory or mandatory, circular. For cautionary, it is triangular. And for informatory, it is rectangle. And exception for prohibitory are your octagonal stop sign and give way inverted triangle, right? So in general, prohibitory will have what? Circular. Next question. Question number 9. Okay, this is steel structures. Please answer this question. Please answer these questions. Steel structures. Please answer this question. Fast, very fast. Come on. Very fast. Very good. Answer is crippling. Tension members fails in 3 modes. Either there will be what? Yielding. It will yield. Or there will be rupture. Rupture means what? Fracture. Okay, fracture about what? Net area, right? Either it will yield like this, yes, or it will fracture like this, or there is what? Block shear failure, where what happens? If we have bolts like this, it will fail as a block, yes. So this is what? This is the answer is crippling. Crippling is found in what? It is found in compression members. Crippling means we can say buckling. Next question, question number 10. Okay, what is the right answer? They're asking what? Relative density. This is from soil mechanics. So 10 questions are over. Very good. You can see that there is a very good mix of questions is done. Yes. So questions are jumbled very nicely so that it will be giving you real experience of examination. Please answer this question. Soil mechanics. Relative density. Okay, somebody answered also. Others. The formula is E max minus E by E max minus E minimum. You can see this is your E max, this is your E, and this is your E minimum. So it will be 0.7 minus 0.5 divided by 0.7 minus 0.3. That is equal to 0.2 by 0.4 into 100, giving me how much? Giving me 50%. D. Next question from surveying. Please answer this question. From surveying, very straightforward question. Please answer this question. On scales, 1 centimeter is to 3 kilometer. What is the RF, representative fraction? Please answer this question. Fast, very fast. Very good. Within 15 minutes we have solved 11 questions. We are going very good. We are going very good. More fast. Come on. Very good. Very good. Come on. Fast. Fast. Very good. Yes, this is the answer. 1 centimeter. You have to cancel the unit. So 1 kilometer is what? 10 to the power 5 centimeter. So cancel the units. Very easy. 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Next question. Question number 12. Yes. This is again from soil mechanics. Please answer this question. Very straightforward question. Very straightforward question. Please answer. Question number 12. What is the answer? The plot of E versus log P. The plot of log P, log sigma. The plot of what? E versus log sigma. What we achieve here? We get a curve, we can say slope, like you say line like this, or we can say plot like this. Okay, so we get what? The compression index. The slope of this is what? Compression index. What was compression index? The change in Boyd ratio by log 10 sigma 2 by sigma 1, compression index. Question number 13. Okay, from building material, little bit from building material. Okay, please answer this question. We can say building material. What is the answer to this? Fatafat. Yes. You see, actually, if you know only that soundness test is for, soundness test we conduct by Leach apparatus, then we have only one option, right? You can see we have only one option. So easy question. Yes. And we know that the fineness is done by air permeability method, right? Setting time by Vickert's apparatus and tensile strength by Briquet test. Okay, so this is the answer. Yes, I can say P is 2, yes, Q is 4, yes, R is 1 and S is 3. Correct. Okay, next question, 14th question. Okay, from steel structures, please answer this. From steel structures, please answer this. Minimum pitch distance. What is the minimum pitch distance? Two filling the blanks are there. Minimum pitch distance. What is the answer to this? Minimum pitch distance. I have also taught this in one video. I have taken lectures on steel structure and bolted connections. I have explained this. Confused. Got confused. Everybody is confused. The answer is C. The answer is C. Minimum pitch distance is 2.5 times of bolt diameter. Minimum end distance is 1.5 times of hole diameter. Understood, everyone? So this everybody get confused, and therefore you should know this thing. Yes? Therefore you should know this thing. Okay? So the minimum pitch distance is 2.5 of bolt diameter, and minimum end distance is 1.5 of hole diameter. I have already taught this, in one video. Question number 15, unit of dynamic viscosity. So some things from fluid mechanics also. So unit of dynamic viscosity. Tell me the right answer. Unit of dynamic viscosity. Actually here two options are correct. Actually here two options are correct, right? Yes, actually two options are correct. Poise is also correct. This is also correct, right? Yes. Poise also correct. Newton second per meter square. It is also correct. It's a typing mistake. It should have been, Stokes. Yes. Yes. And 1 Newton second per meter square is equal to 10 poise, right? And for kinematic viscosity, yes. For kinematic viscosity, yes, I can say that the unit is centimeter square per second. This is what? This is Stokes, right? This is Stokes. Yes? And I can say 1 meter square per second is equal to 10 to the power 4 centimeter square per second, or I can say 10 to the power 4 Stokes. So I can say unit is centimeter square per second or meter square per second or Stokes for kinematic. For dynamic, it is either POH or Newton second per meter square. This can be also written as what? Kg per meter second. How? Because Newton is kg meter per second square, and then second and then meter square. So get cancelled, kg meter per second. So they can ask all these units. They ask a lot all these units of viscosity you should be knowing. Next question, question number 16. Okay, again fluid mechanics. Please answer this question. Fast, we have slowed down, Come on, fast. Okay. So a model has a acceleration of 1.2. What is the corresponding value of acceleration in the prototype? What is the answer to this question? Question number 16. Fast. You are solving slow. A. The answer is C. See, acceleration ratio is 1, right? Acceleration ratio is 1. Yes. See, velocity ratio is the ratio of what? LR to the power half, right? This is velocity ratio. And time ratio is also that. Yes. So if you take the acceleration ratio is what? Velocity ratio by time ratio, right? So I'll get what? 1. So ratio is 1 means what? The A of prototype by A of your model will be 1. That means what? Acceleration of prototype will be equal to acceleration of the model. So answer is 1.2. I have taught this. In your fluid model analysis. One video is available. You can always see. 17th question. Irrigation engineering. Please answer this question. I have discussed this thing also. Yes. A few days back, I was solving questions on hydrology irrigation. I was discussing this concept. Please answer this very fast. Only 17 questions are done. We have to solve 65 and then 100. Okay. So please come on, very fast. I want you to be fast. Okay. You have to develop the acumen to solve questions fast. Yes. What is the concept? As we go from the main canal to the field, the duty will increase. Yes, duty increases. I have explained this concept, right? A few lectures before. So duty increases means what? First, lowest one will be DM. It is asked to smallest to largest, right? So DM will be the least. Then what? Then for the distributory, okay, and then at the field. Water goes to the field. Yes. So this is the order. Answer is A. Next question. Question number 18. Steel structures. Question number 18, steel structures. Please answer this question. Bhel exam postponed. Yes, postponed. A steel built-up column is subjected to an axial force of this. This is the axial force. The lacing system has to be designed for resisting a transverse shear of how much? So what is the design? What is the design transverse force? Or load or design transverse shear? Yes. So design transverse shear is what? It is equal to 2.5% of the axial load. Yes. So 2.5% is how much? You can do the calculation with the calculator also. 50 kilonewton. Question number 19. SPT. Foundation engineering. Please answer this question. Question number 19. Foundation engineering. What is the answer to foundation this question? Yes. Conducted on a fine sand below the water table. So we have to do the dye latency correction. Average low is 33. It is coming more than 15. So what is the formula? Corrected SPT value. Use the formula and give me the answer. Puspendra, very good. Okay. Okay. Why you are answering now? A. Okay. Very good. Now answer for this question. 19th question. 19th question, what is the answer? Okay, Neha is telling A. Puspendra A, very good. Santu also A, very good. The answer is A. What is the formula? The SPT value plus, 15 plus the SPT value minus 15 divided by 2. So this will come what? 18 by 2 is 9. 9 plus 15 is 24. Very straightforward question. Next question, question number 20. This is from your fluid mechanics, right? This is from your fluid mechanics and turbulent flow. This is from your fluid mechanics and turbulent flow. If you know the answer, please tell. See, when there is, turbulent flow, and if you are seeing a particular fixed boundary, there will be a rough interface. This rough interface thickness will be K, and then there will be a sublaminar layer, and this sublaminar layer is your delta. So K by delta will decide, yes, this is smooth or your rough. Okay, so answer this question. When you are answering this question, 20, when you are answering B, yes. So when it is less than 0.25, we call this as what? Smooth. And when this is greater than 6, I call that as rough. And in between, I call that as in transition. Okay, answer is B. Next question. Question number 21. Please answer this question from your highway, from traffic. Right? This is from traffic. Please answer this. Okay. Traffic studies we can say, right? We can say traffic studies. What's the right answer? Fast, very fast. Please be fast. More 44 questions to go. Yes, 21A. Let us see. Doppler radar we use for spot speed. Yes. Video tape we use for parking study. This, let us match this. Yes. Roadside interview we do for origin and destinations. The left one is for traffic volume, right? So I can say P2, no, P4. We have two options, okay? Then Q3. So this is the right answer. R is 1 and S is 2. So answer is A. Next question, 22nd question from your payment design. Please answer this question. Equivalent axle load factor. Okay, equivalent axle load factor. We can say EALF. I have taught this. Okay, in one video of vehicle damage factor, I have taught this. What is the answer? 22nd question. Please answer very fast. Please answer very fast. What is EALF? The axle load is given. What is the answer? Gaya, khatam, tata, bye bye. Yeah, yes. Arey, how? What is EALF? EALF is the axle load, yes, by standard axle load to the power 4. Now answer. Now answer. Axle load by standard axle load to the power 4. Now answer. Now answer this question. Whenever standard axle load is not given, always take that as 80, right? So 160 by 80 to the power 4. So answer is 16. Very good. Next question, 23rd question. Okay, this is on the pavement materials aggregate test. Please answer this question. Pavement materials, the test intended to study the resistance of aggregates to weathering action. What is the answer? What is the answer? Pavement material. Please answer very fast, very fast. Come on, come on, come on. We have to be fast. Come on. We are going very slow. I am not liking it. Yes, resistance of aggregates to weathering action is soundness test. Okay, we keep inside what? Na2SO4 and MgSO4, right? Yes. So you should remember the chemical names also. Next question is 24th question. Okay, this is from your CPM part. Okay, or you can say project management. While doing the project planning of a construction project using PERT, it is intended to identify the variance of the project. Yes. So how we find out the variance of a project? Okay, please write down the answer. How we find out the variance of the project? 4 options are given. So I will be taking one lecture soon on PERT. So after Diwali, I will take one lecture on CPM PERT. Many students have requested for CPM PERT. So I will take one lecture on CPM PERT. But before that, please solve this, if you know the answer. The answer is B. Very good, Neha. The answer is B. See, whenever you find out the expected time or the variance, always you find out what? Along the critical path of the project. Along the critical path of the project. So in the critical part, if you want to find out the variance along the critical path, what you will do? That will be equal to the sum of the variance will be what? The sum of variance of different activities. Yes. And suppose dot dot dot. If suppose you want to find out the expected time also, that will be the sum of the expected time of various activities. Okay, very good, very good. Next question, 25th question, right? 25th question. Okay. Your foundation engineering. Answer this question. Answer this question. Foundation engineering. Identify the factor that doesn't affect the bearing capacity of a purely cohesive soil. What is the answer to this? Come on, 25 questions only over. We have to solve 65. We have to go a little fast. Come on, I'll drink water. Yes, the answer is D. Because what happens in purely cohesive soil, N gamma is 0. So when N gamma is 0, what is the formula? C N C, Q N Q plus your 0.5 B gamma N gamma. So when N gamma is 0, the width will have no effect on the bearing capacity. So answer is width of the footing. Question number 26. Please answer this question from strength of material. Please answer this question from strength of material. Answer this question. A circular shaft of diameter D is subjected to two types of loading. The case 1 is a torsion, okay, and case 2 is bending moment. The maximum bending stress to the maximum shear stress developed in these cases. So here there will be maximum shear stress, because why? Because due to torsion we can say there is shear stress, and here we will have maximum bending stress. So what is the answer to this? Yes, the answer is what? B. How? The maximum shear stress is what? It is your 16T by pi d cube. So remember this formula. This is formula explained in many classes. Okay, so I'm not discussing the details of this. And this is what? This is actually what? This is actually M by your Z. It's a circular thing. So Z is what? This is pi by 32 d cube. So if you take the ratio, maximum bending stress and tau max, see this pi d cube get cancelled. I get what? 32. Yes, 32 m by 16t. 32 m by 16t is what? 32 m by 16 is nothing but 2 m by t. Straightforward. Question number 27. Okay, on irrigation engineering, canals and their control. Please answer this question. Please answer this question. C. A. C. B. Anybody D? See, control of discharge is canal outlet. So either it will be B or C. Then bed grade is your canal drop, right? Bed grade is canal drop. So this is the right answer. And control of full supply level is your canal escape. Now canal escape, what we do? If it is overflowing, then we use that canal escape, right? And then flow depth is your cross regulator. So answer is what? Answer is your B. You have to remember this. Remember this. Understood everybody this thing? Yes? You can remember also, they can ask objective questions also. Control of discharge is done by your canal outlets. Control of bed grade is done by canal drop. Yes. Control of full supply level, or they can write down what? Overflowing thing. That is canal escape. And then control of flow depth is what? Your channel So canal cross regulator. They can also write down here what? Gradient, right? In place of grade, they can write down also what? Gradient. Also write they can gradient. Okay. So actually this is 4 questions, right? Actually some of the questions are 4 questions. Next, 28. This is done. Why it is not changing? Why the slide is not changing? Wait so change. Change. Okay, no, it change. So question number this is 27, 28. Okay, please answer this. Soil mechanics. Please answer this. Consistency is what? Straightforward question. Consistency is what? Straightforward question. Come on, 40 minutes. We are 28 questions. Very good. Not 40 minutes. Actually, we started at 10:05, 11:05, so 35 minutes. Consistency is used to determine what? The degree of firmness of cohesive soils. Yes, we don't do it for. Now you say fineness. Fineness of clay soils has nothing to do. Because fineness we see for what? Coarse aggregate, coarse soil we can say. Okay. And non-cohesive we don't do. Okay. Next question, 29th question. Geogrids. Geogrids. Question, this is also from soil mechanics we can say. Question 29. Geogrids are used as what? What are this? What are these geogrids? Have you heard about them? Have you heard about them? Geogrids? Any idea? Right? You have idea, then answer this. Yes, very good, Afreed. Yes, geogrids are actually geosynthetics. Okay, they are actually geosynthetics. They are used as reinforcement in soil. They are used as reinforcement in soil. So answer is C. Next question, 30 question. Very straightforward question from your soil mechanics. Very straightforward question from your soil mechanics. Please answer this question. Very straightforward, easy question. Please answer this. 30 questions. We are going to, very good, very good. Come on, come on. We will complete before 1 hour 15 minutes. Come on. C. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. We conduct both the test. Constant head we conduct for coarse grained soil and falling head we conduct for what? Fine grained soil, right? We have discussed these formulas also a few days back in the soil mechanics class. 31st question, spaceman speed, traffic engineering. Please answer this question. So you can see that all the questions are very nicely mixed. I have put all the questions and mixed. Khichdi. Nice khichdi. It will act as perfect combination of questions for upcoming examination. Yes. What is the answer to this? Space mean speed. See, mean speed means it's an average speed. Mean speed means it's an average speed, right? Yes. Now we have, see, it will not be instantaneous speed. Space mean speed means an average speed. Now average speed can be two average speeds, right? What is, one is the time mean speed. Yes. One is time mean and one is what? Space mean. One is what? Space mean. Two means are, we can say two averages are there. So either it will be C or D. Now if you only take the average of instantaneous speeds, so what you do? You take all the instantaneous speed divided by the number of vehicles. That will be the time mean. That will be what? That will be time mean. Okay. But if you take the average speed of vehicles in a certain road section, means how? What you will do? You will take the time taken by all the vehicles for a particular distance L. Okay. So this is the distance L. Okay. And you will see the time taken by all the vehicles. So if you know the time taken by all the vehicles, you can find out the speeds, right? Yes. And from there you find out what? The space mean speed. So space mean speed is an average speed. It's average speed in a certain road length. But your time speed is the simple mean of what? Your instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed, right? Understood? So answer is C. Next question is 32 question of tracking. So geometric design of highways. Please answer this question. Of tracking, very straightforward question. 32. I'll have water. 32. Come on, we are halfway. 65, we are halfway. And then Krishna sir will teach very important topics of environment analysis, concrete structures. Okay. Very good. It is simply L square by 2R. So I can say 6.5 square by 2 into 32. You're getting how much? We're getting D. Next question, 33rd question. Okay, very straightforward question. Soil mechanics again. Soil mechanics again. Which of the following doesn't affect the permeability of soil? Which of the following doesn't affect? Okay, not. They have put in capital also. Okay. Answer what? Grain size? No. Soil strength? Yes, soil strength. We know the equation for permeability. It is 1 by the Koźnik-Kármán constant. Then what? Gamma by mu. Then E cube by 1 plus E, and then D10 square. So it depends on the grain size. It depends on the void ratio. It depends on what? Temperature. Because temperature affects what? Temperature affects the viscosity. So it is dependent on temperature also. It is only not dependent on soil strength. Next question, 34th question. Okay, this is also from soil mechanics, and also I can say this is from highway engineering also, the group index of soil. So group index of soil, which of the following is not relevant for dependency of group index of soil? The following is not dependent. Okay, what is the formula for group index? The formula for group index is 0.2a plus 0.005 AC plus 0.01 BD. What was A? A was the 75 micron passing minus 35, right? What was B? 75 micron passing minus 15. What was C? Liquid limit minus 40, and D is your plasticity index minus 10. And what is plasticity index? It is liquid limit minus plastic limit. So it's depending on plastic limit, it's depending on liquid limit, it's also depending on 75 micron passing. It's not depending on shrinkage limit. So this is the right answer. Very good. 35. Fatapat, hydrology. Fatapat, please answer this question, hydrology. Straightforward question. The rainfall in a catchment is this. For 4 hours, the infiltration index is given. The direct runoff. This direct runoff is also called as what? The excess rainfall or the effective rainfall. All these three terms are what? Same, right? So answer this question. 35th question. Fast. 35th question. What is the right answer? What is the right answer? Yesterday also we discussed this. Yesterday in the formula we discussed this. The excess rainfall is what? It is the rainfall minus phi into T, right? So 6 minus the infiltration index is given 0.6. So 0.6, the hours rainfall is what? 4. So 6 minus 2.4 giving me how much? 3.6 centimeter. So there straightforward questions they will ask. Question number 36. Porosity is given 40%, specific gravity is given. Find out the void ratio. Please answer this question. Question number 36. Very straightforward question. Please answer. Fatapat. We are going very fast. Very good. 42 minutes, 35 questions. Very good. Yes, we are discussing also, right? So you can see that if we can, solve these questions very fast if you know the answers very nicely. Okay. So therefore, attend the sessions. Answer is what? 0.667. Yes, very good. Porosity is what? E by 1 minus E. Okay, here E is asked. So what is E? E is, sorry, I wrote the formula wrongly actually. It is 1 minus N. Okay, I wrote the reverse formula. N is what? E by 1 plus E. So here porosity is 40%. I'll take 0.4 divided by 1 minus 0.4. So it is 0.4 by 0.6. It is 4 by 3. It is what? 0.667. Very good. 37th question. Okay, from steel structures. From steel structures, what is the answer? The design strength due to rupture. Yes. So we have two things. One we have rupture, one we have yielding of sections in steel structures. Whenever there is yielding, we take what? Gross area. And whenever there is rupture, we take the net area. Whenever there is yielding, we take what? Fy. Okay. And whenever there is your rupture, we take what? Fu. And whenever there is rupture, we take gamma m1, and yielding we take what? Gamma m0. Okay. And here we use a factor of 0.9. Okay. So they have used that factor as alpha. So what is the answer to this? The answer is D actually. The answer is D. You see? Compare the formula. Alpha, the net area, into the ultimate strength by gamma m1. And gross is this, gross yielding. I can say what? This is gross yielding, and this is what? Net rupture. So net rupture. So formula was clear. Now see, if you are getting confused, it's very easy. So this is a load, right? Now load will be what? Load will be area into the stress by factor of safety, right? Yes. So area is AN, stress is 0.9 FU or alpha FU divided factor of safety. So factor of safety should come below. So this is wrong. By that logic, factor of safety is not coming below. Others are correct, but you see here alpha is a denominator. That is wrong, right? And here 2 is there, that is also wrong. So this is the right answer. Understood? 37th question, 38th question. Okay, risk, hydrology. Yesterday I was discussing this formula, right? Yesterday in the formula series, I was discussing this formula of hydrology. The risk, okay, the return period is given, okay, and the expected life is given. Means what? This is the design life. So N is equal to 25. Okay, and this is the return period T. What is the risk? What is the answer to this? Others, yesterday I was explaining this formula, if you remember. Yesterday I was explaining this formula, right? I explained, initially I started with this only, risk. Yes. What is risk? I told risk is what? Probability of that event occurring at least once. At least once is what? 1 minus not occurring at all. Yes. 1 minus not occurring at all for n years. And not occurring means what? 1 minus occurring. And what is the probability of occurring? That is 1 by t. So this is nothing but 1 minus 1 by t, okay, to the power 25. You see, this is 1 minus 1 by 100 is 99 by 100. Yes. So many times you know that this calculation won't be easy, right? See, this calculation won't be easy. So they give what? They gave the expression only. See, they gave the expression only. They told, okay, you don't know the calculation, fine. But if you don't know the expression, that means you don't know the theory, right? Next question, 39. Okay, soil mechanics. Please answer this question. Or I can say soil mechanics, we can say, or foundation mixed. Answer this question, 39 question. Please answer this fast. So in Rankine theory, the inclination of the failure planes with respect to the direction of minor principal stress. We find this in which case? Active or passive? Active or passive? The answer is C, but both for active and passive. I'll explain this. You see, if we see, I will draw where? I will draw here this space. You see, this is your minor stress and this is your major stress, like sigma 1, sigma 1, sigma 3, sigma 3. Now, the failure plane, okay, the failure plane makes alpha F angle with the major plane. Yes, you see, this is major plane and this is what? This is the minor stress or minus principal stress, right? Same angle, right? Same angle, alpha F, right? Yes, alpha F, right? With both it makes, okay? Now this is valid for all the cases. This is valid for all the cases. Now what happens? If I see your active case, in active case what happens? In active case what happens? This is the minor stress and this is the major stress. And I can say this angle is alpha, this angle is alpha. In the passive what happens? Passive, this becomes the major, okay, this becomes the major and this becomes the minor, reverse. But the failure plane is like this here. Yes or no? So what will happen? This is also alpha F, this is also alpha F. Understood this logic or not? So in active and passive, what happens? The vertical stresses exchange, one become major, one become minor. Okay, they exchange each other. But the failure plane is always taken from what? The failure plane is always taken from the Major principal plane, yes or no? The failure plane angle is taken from what? From the major principal plane. So even if these things are changing, means what? The sigma, the horizontal one was minor in case of active, and it became what? It became the major or reverse, yes, in case of your passive. But whenever we take the failure angle, we take from what? From the major principal plane only. Understood this thing or not, everybody? Understood things on? Okay, very good. I've explained these things. Okay, so like this, many questions I have solved. Yes, I have discussed, right? I discussed initially, right? That I told that I have discussed. I told na, I have discussed like this many questions. I have discussed like this many questions in these 3 videos. Like this, students get confused in what? In soil mechanics, such kind of questions, students get confused. So here I have solved 50 questions. Here I have solved 50 questions. Here I have solved 50 questions. And also combined, I have solved Geotech 40 questions. So you can visit this 190 questions. Many of your concepts will get cleared when you solve these questions. Let us go back to our questions. So we were in question number, yes, 39 is over. Let us go to the next question. Is what? 40, right? Yeah, 40. This is from strength of metal. Answer this question. Shear center. Shear center question. Answer this question. Answer 40 questions in less than 50 minutes. Very good. We are going very good. The coordinates of a shear center. I'll give you a small hint. Whenever there are rectangular areas given, like suppose this is an L, so always the shear center lies where? At the intersection point of the center lines. Okay, at the intersection point of center line. So this will be the shear center. Okay. Now you see here, what is the intersection point of the center lines of the rectangles? You see, the intersection point of the center lines of rectangle is what? This point, na? So this point will become the shear center. Understood this thing or not? So whenever there are rectangular areas forming a particular shape, remember that the intersection point of the center lines of those rectangular areas will be the shear center. Now answer the question. So here the shear center is this one, right? And suppose I give like this. I give any random shape, like suppose I give like this. Here also shear center is this one. Now answer the question. For shear center finding, the point of intersection of rectangular areas will become what? The shear center. Hey, what is the answer now? Arey Baba, this is 0, 0 coordinate. Now answer the question. We're not able to relate the question. Okay, I am helping you. This is having 0, 0 coordinate given in the question. Now tell me the coordinates of this particular point. Yes, this is given A and 3. Why A and 3? Because you see x coordinate is A here and y coordinate is 3A here. Now answer the question. Okay, you're not able to relate the question. Yes, the answer is what? The x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 0 for this point, right? Yes, x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 3A. Understood this question or not? Everybody understood this question or not? Coordinates of shear center. Yes, coordinates of shear center understood, very easy. So when they give two rectangular areas, just take the point of intersection of the center lines of those two rectangular areas. Question number 41. Okay, something's about building material. Please answer this question. Fast, we become slow again. Come on. 41, very good. It's a good question. Answer this. A, very good. D, Let us see. You see, C3S is only responsible for what? It is only responsible for the early strength. Yes, it is not for later, it is not for flash setting, it is not having highest or lowest heat of hydration, right? Now C2S, it is for your later strength, right? And also it has the lowest heat of hydration, right? Therefore we use this, we increase the amount of C2S in your low heat cement, right? Low heat cement. And then C3S, if I see C3S, it is responsible for flash setting, is very reactive, and is also having the highest heat of hydration, right? So the answer is what? You see, 1 is P, so we have one option here. 2 is Q and T, so this is the right answer, Q and T, and 3 is R and S. So this is the right answer. Understood this question? Good question. Next question, 42 question. Okay. Lesis method, discharge is given. You have to find out the hydraulic radius. The hydraulic radius formula is what? It is 0.47 your Q by F 1 by 3. So many empirical formulas are there, okay, for your Lesis method. Just remember, okay, I have discussed many of the empirical formulas, like, you know, the velocity is what? Q F square by 140 to the power 1 by 6. Okay. Now this question is very straightforward. They have asked, you know, because we can take the cube root. Okay. They have asked, and suppose the hydraulic depth is what? 2.5 V square by F. Okay. And what is F? F is silt factor, that is 1.76 root d mm. Now see, here they have given the silt factor for easy calculation, right? And then Q is given how much? 27. So 27 by 1, and we take the cube root of 27, it will be 3, right? Yes. So it's nothing but 3 into 0.47, and that will be how much? 1.41. So you can see the option matching is, this one is matching. Understood? 42nd question, straightforward. Next, okay, I didn't write here. Here I wrote strength of metal, soil mechanics. Yes, I'm writing the subject name also, right? This I forgot. This is soil mechanics. So all the subjects name I'm writing, so that you can see that we have what? Wonderful mix of things, right? We have wonderful things of many subjects. You see, wonderful things of many subjects. Okay. So now this is from your irrigation, right? Irrigation. Next question, 43rd. Okay, 43rd, surveying. Okay, surveying is, you know, asked next. So let us have some important questions of surveying. In an old map, a line AB is drawn with a magnetic bearing of 5 degree 30 minutes. This is minutes actually, sorry. The magnetic declination of the line being 1 degree east. If the present magnetic declination is 8 degree 30 minutes, the line should have a magnetic bearing of, the very standard question. Please answer this question. Very standard question from surveying, compass surveying. Okay, please answer this question. 43 questions, 43. More 22 to go after this. Can we complete before 12:20? Yes, let us try. 18 minutes, 22 questions. Come on. What's the answer to this? A, very good. You see, the true bearing will never change. So true bearing will be your magnetic bearing, and declination is east. So I will add 1 degree, that becomes what? 6 degree 30 minutes, right? Now see, this will remain same. So magnetic bearing, and you know, when it has changed, this will be same as magnetic bearing, and it has changed to 8 degree 30 minutes east. Declination has changed. So from here I can say the new magnetic bearing will be how much? It is coming minus 2 degree. Minus 2 degree is what? Minus 2 degree is 358 degree, right? You see, minus 2 degree means what? I am going anti-clockwise. This is minus 2 degree. This is nothing but what? 358 degree. Understood? Next question, 44th. Okay, irrigation, SAR. SAR, very straightforward question. SAR, sodium absorption ratio. Please answer this question. Very straightforward question. I have discussed this formula also yesterday, and few classes before also I have discussed this formula. Please answer this question. See, if you are attending these sessions, you will get to understand what type of questions they ask in the examination, and you will get confidence also that if I know the answers, I know the theory, I can easily answer. 44 B. Okay, the formula is what? Sodium concentration divided by what? Calcium concentration plus magnesium concentration divided by 2. Now sodium don't take a square root. The numerator don't have a square root. The numerator don't have a square root. So it is 24 divided by root under 5.6 divided by 2. That is equal to root 2.8. So root 2.8 I can get, 24. Root 2.8 I'll get some, suppose, how much I will get? 1.7 something I'll get. Yes, if I do 24 divided by 1.7. I'm getting almost, you see. You can do, some approximations also, right? So you can do some approximation also. You see, 2.8, what will be the square root? See, square root of 2.56 is what? Square root of 2.56 is 1.6, right? Yes. Yes, 1.6. So obviously square root of 2 point will be somewhere, 1.7. Yes, 1.7. So you can do such kind of approximations also, right? To get the answers. You can do all these kind of approximations also. So answer is what? This. Understood? Next question, 45th question. Direct straightforward formulas. Okay, this was from irrigation and this is from hydrology. See, from hydrology irrigation, they will ask a lot of what? Your empirical formulas directly they will ask. Okay, they will directly ask you. Okay, need not, they need not ask for numericals. They can ask only formulas. They can ask only formulas like this, and all the empirical formulas you should remember for what? Your hydrology and irrigation. They will not ask numericals. They'll ask only a formula. What is the answer to this? The answer is this. The intensity is equal to A. Numerator don't have the power. T plus B to the power N. Yes, this is the formula, right? Direct formula. 46th question. Okay, surveying. Please answer this. Compare surveying, included angle, right? Included angle. 46th, very good. We are going very fast. 46th question. Please answer this question. Included angle. I have already explained that whenever they ask included angle, don't use any formula, just draw the diagram. If you draw the diagram correctly, you can easily answer. And whenever they are not mentioning which bearing, it is what? It is your forebearing only. They are not mentioning any bearing, this is forebearing only. What is my scale? Okay, I just forgot to bring my scale. Okay, I will draw in hands. Okay, please answer this question, 46th. Just draw the diagram. Okay, very fast, very fast. We have 20 questions to go. 45 questions over. Very good. B, B, D, C, A, B, C, D. No one? See, OP is having 18 degree 15 minutes. So this is OP. OP is 18 degree 15 minutes. Next one is what? Next one is OQ. So OQ is given 335, something like this, right? You see, OQ 335, something like this, right? Yes, this angle. This is 335, 45 minutes. So what will be this angle? This is OQ. So what will be this angle? This angle will be 360 minus this. So I can say 24 degree 15 minutes, right? So what is the angle? You see, QOP. This will be equal to, adding both of them, I'll get 42 degree 30 minutes. Yes. So included angle, whenever they ask, just draw the diagram. Yes, draw the diagram. And forebearing, take the angles what? Clockwise. Okay. So this is, you see, 18, 15. This is this. Now once you draw these lines, rest is what? Simple common sense. 47th question, very straightforward question. Yesterday I discussed this theory also. Theory question from irrigation. Please answer this question. What is called as the percentage of CCA irrigated at a time in a one crop season? I discussed this question. Question of 47. 47. What is the answer? It is not, they're not asking CCA full form. Read the question. They're asking what? The percentage of CCA irrigated. I discussed yesterday, right? And also we discussed this point when I was discussing, the questions of hydrology irrigation. It is intensity of irrigation. Intensity of irrigation is the percentage of CCA which is irrigated, right? Yes? You saw just CCA, you jumped. You're not asking full form of CCA. They're asking percentage of CCA which is irrigated. Okay. Okay. Thank you, blogger. Okay. The percentage of CCA that they are asking, right? Understood? So it is not intensity of, it is not CCA. So don't jump. Okay. Don't jump, read the question once. Okay. Let us go to the next question. 48th. Okay. Reciprocal leveling, surveying, reciprocal leveling. So we are getting so much of mixed up question. Come on. Fast part. This is very easy question. Yes. The height difference formula is what? B dash minus A dash plus B minus A divided by what? 2. Yes, please answer this question. Please answer this question. Or formula is visible? Yeah. I've discussed this formula also in the questions of your height, you can say your this thing, surveying, whenever discussing questions of surveying. What's the answer? Come on, fast. I can say this is what? This is your B reading, this is A reading. This is B dash reading, this is A dash reading. Yes. So very straightforward question. All these questions, straightforward questions asked in the examination. So therefore you should be knowing all of them. C, very good. Saurabh C was fast to answer question of surveying. Very good. 48. B. Reported C. C बाबा कैलकुलेशन क्या मिस्टेक कर दिया? हाँ 3.81 minus 2.165 plus 2.355 minus 0.91 and then divide by 2, right? How are you getting B? You're getting B, huh? Let me see. 3.81 minus 2.165, okay, plus 2.355 minus 0.91 divided by 2. I'm getting 1.545. You might have done this mistake, this minus this and this minus this. Then you might be getting this answer. You might have done this minus this and this minus this. No, this is not. You see, what is the A reading? A, small a is what? When the label is at A and reading is at A. Yes. And what is small b? Small b is when the label is at A and reading is at B. Remember this diagram? I will tell this diagram, you see. This reading is A, right? And this reading is B. Yes. And when you exchange it, right? Then this reading is, this is B station only. This reading is B dash and this reading is what? A dash. Understood? Don't get confused. Very good. Next question. 49 question. Come on, 49. Okay, hydrology, normal ratio method. Please answer this. Normal ratio method. We have 3 stations whose rainfall we know. So these are the P, right? The P. We know the rainfall. The normal annual rainfall of X, A, B, C are this. These are what? The normal rainfalls. The estimated storm precipitation at X. So X is that missing station. They're asking what? The P of X. Now how we find out P of X? P of X is equal to N of X into summation of P by N ratio of other known stations, right? Other known stations. P by N ratio of other known stations and then divide by the number of known stations, 3. I can say the general formula is what? Px by Nx. Px by Nx is equal to the summation of Pi by Ni. I varies from 1 to number of known stations. Suppose 3, then 3 known stations. And divide by 1 by N. This is the formula. So find out the answer to this. Just put the values. You see, we have to find out this. So Nx is how much? Nx is 1000, right? 1000. You see, for X it is 1000. So 1000 by 3. Then PA is 110. So 110 by 1100. Then 90 by 1200 plus your 70 by 1250. See, they have given that means they have given to find out normal ratio method. You can do that. You can take the mean and find, but there is not so much of time in this examination. In this examinations, we can say that they have given the normal precipitation or normal data. That means they are going to ask the normal ratio method only, and you will get with the variation more than 10%. So there is no time. In GATE, if they ask you 2-mark question, then you can think that they might play some trick. But normally they don't play the trick. Okay, understood? So answer is what? Answer is 77. Everybody is getting? 77? Yes, very good. Next question. Okay, patapat, 49. This is 50 question, right? Oh, 50 question. Yay, half century. 50 questions. The percentage reduction of shear strength for a packaging plate of 10 mm thing being used in a joint. Yes. For this, I will give you the formula. The reduction factor is 1 minus 0.0125 into thickness of the packing plate. Okay, this is the formula we use. Okay, this is the formula we use. Very good, Neha, and very good, Arsenal. Yes, this is the formula we used. So 1 minus 0.0125. Now thickness of plate is how much? It is given 10 mm. I use in mm. So I am getting 1 minus 0.125. That is equal to 0.875. Yes. So the factor is 1.875. That means if the shear strength is V, now it will change to what? 0.875 V. This is the reduction factor which we use, right? So what is the change percentage or reduction percentage? It is V minus the reduced value divided by the original value into 100. So how much you are getting? You are getting 12.5%. Understood this question? Understood the question? I have discussed this thing in your steel structures video also, discussing this shear strength and all. Okay. Next question is 51st question. Yes. Siphon, aqueduct, superpassage and your siphon aqueduct. I have discussed this thing in details in one video where I was teaching the questions of what? The hydrology irrigation. I have explained this thing, right? So answer this question. Let us see who answers this question correctly. A. See, which is above? Canal is the drainage is above. So I can say this is your, I can say your drainage bed level, and canal is below it, right? Canal bed level. Yes, canal bed level. So either it can be a super passage or it can be a siphon, right? Either it can be a super passage or it can be a siphon, because what is written? The canal flowing under pressure is carried below a natural drainage. Below means canal is below. So I can say canal bed level is below. Now read the next question. Read the next data. FSL doesn't touch the underside of the supporting structure. Means what? This is the FSL and it doesn't touch the DBL. Yes or no? It doesn't touch the DBL. The structure so provided is called, means what? You see underside of the supporting structure, right? You see like this, DBL is kept above the CBL, means what? It has to be supported like this. Yes. This is the DBL. Yes. So above the drainage will be happening and below canal is flowing. So what is written? The full supply level of the canal doesn't touch the underside of the supporting structure. Yes. So doesn't touch means what? It is below that. Understood? Doesn't touch means below that. So I can say this will be DBL and this is what? This will be your what? This will be known as what? Tell me. What is this level I just draw? I have explained this thing before. What is this level I just draw? What is this called? What is this called? Tell me. What is this thing? HFL, high flood level. HFL, high flood level. High flood level belongs to the drain. So this is the drain, or I can say the stream. Yes. Understood this question? The answer is super passage. Okay, I have explained this in details. When I was teaching your questions of hydrology irrigation. Question number 52, very straightforward question. Surveying, very straightforward question. Okay, please answer this question very fast. 52. We are going slow. We are going slow. We have become slow. We have become slow. Come on. Fast. You have to complete before 12:30. We have to complete before 12:30. 10, 11 minutes, 13 questions. Let us see. Combined correction, very easy. Minus 0.0673 d kilometer square. Yes, this is 1.5 square. This will be 1.96. I can almost take 2. So 2 into this will give me how much? 1.32 something, right? 1.32 something. Sorry, 0.132. And see, it is negative only. You see, this is negative, but all the options are given in positive. So this is the right answer. If there were two options, 0.132 and minus 0.132, then this would have been right answer, right? But here, you know, the option is given all positive only. 53 questions. Okay, direct empirical formula from your hydrology, where we find out what? The peak discharge. Yes, from hydrology, the flood estimate, peak discharge. Flood estimate, peak discharge formula is given. So answer this, peak discharge. We have 3-4 formulas. The answer is what? Yes, this is the Rives formula. Yes. Now what is that? If I ask you the Daikin's formula, what is the Daikin's formula? Tell me. What is the Daikin's formula? This one is Daikin's formula, right? This one is the Daikin's formula, right? Yes. So many formulas are like English formula is there, you know, rational method, many formulas are there. So I'll request all the empirical formulas which you see in your hydrology and irrigation, just remember them. They will directly ask you the formulas. Okay, next question. Shear strength 54. Shear strength of a 4.6 grade bolt if the total shear area is this. Now shear strength can be found out how? It can be found out the design shear stress. I have discussed this thing in the surveying, in the steel structures when I am teaching shear structures. Design shear stress into shear area. Yes. Now the shear area is given how much? 300. Yes. 300. And the design shear stress is given how much? That is actually FUB by root 3 gamma MB. Remember this. They can ask this question. Only shear stress they can ask. Design shear stress. Now FUB, this is 4.6 grade bolt. 4.6 grade bolt. FUB is what? It is 400 Newton per mm square. Right? It is 400 Newton per mm square. So FUB is 400 root 3. Gamma MB is how much? We take that as 1.25 and multiply by 300. This answer I will get in Newton. So I'll divide into per 3 to get in what? Kilonewton. Right? So you can calculate this. This is 0.3. You can do some calculations, right? This will be 40 into 3, right? 40 into 3. I can say this as 120 divided by 1.25. So 5 by 4 root 3. This is 24, right? So I can say 96 by root 3. Or I can say 96 by 1.732. Now this much calculation you can do, right? This much you can do, right? 96 divide. Even if you don't have a calculator also in the examination, you can do this much calculation. You're getting how much? 55.43. So this is the right answer. Yes, this much calculation you can always do, right? Yes. Now, sometimes they ask you design shear stress of a bolt. The design shear stress will be this one, right? If they ask this one, this will be what? 400 by root 3, 1.732 into 1.25. This also you can do the calculation 5 by 4. So I can say this will be 80. So it will be 320 by 1.732. Now this calculation also you can do without calculator also. I am using here for saving the time, but you can do without also. Answer is what? Answer is what? How much are you getting? Okay, you have remembered 0.578. Very good. It is how much? 320 divided by, I can say, 1.732. I am getting how much? 184 point something, right? .75. So if they ask you the design shear stress, then also you can find out like this. That depends on what? That depends on FUB. And how to find out FUB from grade of the bolt? Very good. 4.6, this is what? 4 multiplied by 100, you will get what? FUB. Like 8.8 grade bolt, how you will get? 8 into 100 will get what? FUB. I've explained all these things, okay? I've explained all these things, okay? Where? I've explained all these things. In the steel structures, I was discussing the questions, objectives, there I have discussed. Let's go to the next question, 55. Straightforward, surveying theory. Surveying theory, please answer. Surveying theory, straightforward, please answer this question. 55. Straight. Diurnal means what? The daily variation. Yes. Where we get this? The daily variation we get in what? Magnetic declination, right? What is the right answer? Patapat, patapat. The answer is summer, right? We get more in summer, we get more in day, and we get more in poles. Next question, 56, straightforward question from steel structures. Fe410 steel is used as structural steel. The yield strength of this steel is how much? The yield stress of this steel is how much? Straightforward question. Straightforward question. Please answer this. Fe410 used as structural steel has yield strength how much? It has 250. Remember, for structural steel, when we write Fe410, it indicates the Fu, and Fy is what? 250 MPa. See, for your reinforced steel, when I am writing and I write Fe415 or Fe250 or I write Fe500, these things indicate what? This is indicate Fy, but not that in case of your structural steel. You should remember this. Okay. Next question, 57th question. Okay. The fore bearing of a line is given. Okay. The back bearing of the line is asked. I have also explained this thing, how to solve this kind of questions in your surveying lecture where I was solving questions of surveying. Straightforward question, please answer. Straightforward question, please answer this question. From fore bearing to back bearing, if they are given in what? In this quadrant bearing system, then how to answer? Please answer the question. Patapat, patapat. Why people are taking so much time? Patapat, patapat. Answer is B. Very good. So whenever they give the fore bearing or back bearing, they give in quadrant. What you do? If they give in quadrant, convert north into south and east into west. Or if they give in, means whatever they give in north, convert to south. They give in south, convert to north. They give in east, convert to west. They give in west, convert to east. If they give in quadrant. So this is the right answer. If they giving in whole circle, then if the fore bearing is less than 180, what you do? Then the back bearing will be fore bearing plus 180, right? Yes. And if the fore bearing is greater than 180, then the back bearing will be fore bearing minus 180. Very good. 4 minutes to go. 58th question. Come on. Fatapat, 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 fatapat. The ratio of the quantity of water stored in the root zone of the crops to the quantity actually delivered to the field is known as what? I've discussed this thing yesterday when I was discussing the formulas of hydrology and irrigation. Yes, the answer is water application efficiency. What is conveyance efficiency? Conveyance efficiency is what? It is the water delivered to the field divided by water diverted from the main canal, right? Okay, that is water conveyance efficiency. Next thing, 58, 59, wind pressure. If the wind speed is this as per IS 875. So I'll give you this formula. This is PZ is equal to 0.6 VZ square. Okay. This is the formula given for the calculation of wind pressure as per IS 875. Yes. And this I can say in steel structures because wind load, this is from irrigation. I'll just write down the names. Irrigation, just give me 1 minute. This is from surveying. Yes. Steel structure, surveying. Okay, this is from steel structures. Hydrology, yes. After that, this is from irrigation. So that we can get an idea. So when you see the whole video, you get an idea of the mixture, right? You get an idea of a mixture of questions, right? How they are nicely they are mixed. Irrigation, surveying, hydrology, irrigation, surveying. This is what irrigation. Nah, very good. So let us go to our question. Yes. So here you see this answer we get in Newton per meter square and this is in meter per second. So when you put this, we are getting what? 0.6 into 40 square, 1600. We're getting what? 960 Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square is what? It is Pascal. So in kilopascal, what I will do? 960 divided by 10 to the power 3. I'm getting 0.96 kilopascal. So important formula from your wind load calculations. How to find out wind pressure. 59, 60. Okay. The permissible velocity of water in burnt clay tile lined canal. What is the answer to this? In burnt clay tile lined canal, what is the permissible speed? 60 questions, 5 to go, 5 to go, 60 questions. What is the permissible velocity of water in burnt clay tile? The answer is B. See, for cement concrete, it is 2.7. For cement concrete, it is 2.7. If we have brick lining, or if we have burnt clay tile lining, yes, we have 1.8, and if we have your stone lining, then we have 1.5. So answer is B. Next question, 61, from surveying, and I can say this is what? This is your contours. Contours. Very simple question. They repeatedly ask this thing. Therefore, many times when I have discussed the questions, I have mentioned this question. It's a very common question asked. Okay. So very common questions from contours. Therefore, I have mentioned this question. I have already discussed this question before also. Just I mentioned again. Okay. What is the right answer to this? 61. Please answer. 5 questions to go. 5 questions to go. Come on. Come on. Okay. 61B. Yes, I can say for vertical cliff is what? Contour lines, they unite to form a single line. Yes, yes, yes. Then steep slope, closed contour lines are closely paced. Here, closed contour lines with higher values inside. Yes. And overhanging cliffs, they cross each other. So 1, 3, 4, 2. This is the right answer. Next question. 62. Answer this question. Hydrology. Please answer this. This was surveying. This was from irrigation, I can say. Just wait 1 minute. I will write down the topic names. Steel, irrigation. Now answer this. Sorry. Okay, answer this. Yes. Hydrology. Answer this. The base period of a 4-hour unit hydrograph is 60 hours. What is the base period for a 12-hour unit hydrograph? What is the answer to this? C. Yes. See, a 12-hour hydrograph I will get by what? Repeating. By repeating the hydrograph 3 times, the 4-hour unit hydrograph. So you see, this is total is base is 60. So when I repeat 3 times, then what will happen? This will be 60 only, right? And this is repeating after 4 hours, and this is after 4 hours. Total become how much? 68 hours. Understood this question? Very good question. Next is 63. Straightforward. Straightforward. Straightforward question from steel structure. Straightforward question. Partial factor of safety adopted for yielding in steel members is what? For yielding in steel members is what? Tell me what is the answer to this? For yielding in steel members, the answer is 1.1. For yielding, we take the gamma m naught, that is 1.1. Even we take that for buckling also. So for buckling and yielding, we take the factor gamma m naught, right? And for rupture, we take what? Rupture, we take gamma m1, that is what? 1.25. Remember this, okay? So answer is C. 64th question, very straightforward question from soil mechanics. Very straightforward question from soil mechanics. Please answer this. Quicksand condition is found in. Quicksand condition is found in. Please answer this question. 2 questions to go. 2 questions to go. So we have solved 65 questions. What is the answer to this? Quicksand condition we get where? We don't get in clay. We don't get in clay because in clay cohesion is there. And we don't get in gravel also because in gravel what happens? The permeability is very high and I will come very high, right? So see, Q is equal to KIA. So I is equal to Q by KA. So for gravel, K is very high. So I will be very less, sorry. I will be very less. And I will be less than the critical hydraulic gradient. And therefore what will happen? And therefore I can say that it will not happen. It will only happen in what? silty sand. It only happened in silty sand. Last question, 65th question from your traffic, and that is the end of my part. Okay, that is the end of my part. Krishna sir will now take over, and Krishna sir will be solving the questions of environment and your concrete structures and your engineering mechanics and analysis. Very important topics, especially environment is very important, concrete structures is actually 4 topics, all the 4 topics are very important. So sir will be taking, so stay tuned, okay, and complete all the 100 questions. So 65th answer is 13. Yes, safe speed is what? 85. Oh, I have just mentioned wrong. It should be y minus x, right? Sorry. And this is 98, right? 90. Design speed is 98. So this is actually y. It should be y minus. Let us take a mod. Let us take a mod, right? This becomes what? 13, right? 13. Understood? So thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. So we will have more sessions also in the future. But now Krishna sir will take over, and Krishna sir will solve the questions of the 4 very important topics. So thank you very much. See you some other time. And before that, just a small thing. These are the questions I told you. So you can always visit these questions, okay? And we have this 90% scholarship test also coming up on your 29th of October. So this is a small announcement, okay? So thank you very much. You can see these lectures whenever you are free. Bye.
Hello, dear students. Welcome back. And I hope you have enjoyed the session by Satyajeet sir. Now let's start the question number 66 to question number 100 over here, guys, and in which we will discuss about the environmental engineering part, RCC, as well as structure. Okay. So hello, how are you guys? Good afternoon, Wali. Good afternoon, Santu. Hello, Satish. How are you? Okay, so let's start the session, guys. Let's start the session quickly. So this is the question number 66 in front of you. Please give your answer in the chat box, guys, as quick as possible. Okay. The growth of, this is based upon environmental engineering. Okay. And this particular question is related to your population forecasting method. So the growth of population can be conveniently represented by a curve which is amenable to a mathematical solution. The type of this curve is what? It is logistic. Very nice, very nice. It should be C. It should be C. A logistic curve method, right? Very nice, guys. Next question. Kindly read it. Which of the following factor impact the domestic water demand of household? Be careful while giving the answer. Kindly read the statement very carefully, okay? You need to tell me what are the factor which will impact the domestic water demand of a household. Tell me, guys, of a household. 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Any other student? B. That means 1 and 4 only. Yes. You know that, guys, if you talk about the income class of household, so you know that rich people will have more demand, and if you talk about the poor people, they will have lesser demand of water. Clear? So definitely it will impact the demand of domestic water demand of a household generally, right? But if we talk about religious and cultural practice, so such type of parameter is not to be considered by CPCP also, so we don't have to consider it. Industrial activity is a outside activity which is not to be done in the household area, right? So that do not impact in your domestic water demand. But if we talk about metering system, yes, if you have a meter, then demand is less. If you don't have meter, then demand will be more. Correct? So that's why, guys, only 1 and 4 are the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question, guys. Next question. Santu, now it is clear? Okay, perfect. So methyl orange indicator is used to determine the alkalinity, and it gives what? Methyl orange indicator is used to determine the alkalinity, and it gives what? Tell me, guys. Methyl orange indicator. D. A. Total alkalinity. Some are saying total alkalinity. Some are saying, sir, okay, hydroxyl alkalinity. Oh, no, guys. You know that basically there are three types of alkalinity which is present in the water, which is due to OH negative ion concentration, SCO3 negative ion concentration, and CO3 2 negative ion concentration. Correct? Now, if we talk about, there are two indicators which we are using. One is phenolphthalein and second is methyl orange. So, guys, if we talk about phenolphthalein alkalinity. So, this particular alkalinity is nothing as it is the alkalinity of OH negative ion plus half of CO3 2 negative. But if we talk about methyl orange alkalinity, it is the total alkalinity of water. Total alkalinity means which is due to OH negative, SCO3 negative, and CO3 2 negative. That means it is a total alkalinity. That's why A is the correct answer. Clear? Next question, guys. Which of the following operation trouble not occur in trickling filter? Which of the following operation trouble not occur in the trickling filter? Tell me, guys, quickly. A. Problem of order. A. Problem of order. B. Ponding and fly nuisance. Guys, this particular answer should be what? D. Array, listen carefully. Guys, this is basically trickling filter. In case of trickling filter, sludge blanket rising process is not to be there. This is related to your ASP part, activated sludge process. But these two problem will be there, guys, in your trickling filter. These two problem is to be there, right? So sludge blanket rising is not the part of your trickling filter portion. That's why, guys, the correct answer should be what? C. Not D, not A, not B. Understood? Understood? C is the correct answer. Okay, let's move to the next question, guys. Iron and manganese can be removed from water by which particular process? Iron and manganese can be removed from the water by which particular process? No, endogenous process is nothing as that is basically killing of microorganism by each other. That is called endogenous process. B. Aeration followed by coagulation. Definitely, guys, you know that in aeration process, generally we are trying to convert the Fe+2 ion and Mn+2 ion into the insoluble form by adding oxygen and by adding water. So if you add these two things, ultimately you will get FeOH whole thrice and MnO2, which is nothing as that is basically PPT, which can settle down into the further sedimentation tank, right? But before sedimentation tank, we are using the coagulation chamber also. So in coagulation chamber, this particular PPT will try to attach with the coagulant, then it will settle down into the sedimentation tank. That's why we need to use two process, aeration, which is followed by the coagulation. That's why B is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following filter will produce water of higher bacteriological quality? Tell me, guys. That means the quality of water is very high. Slow sand filter. Very nice. The efficiency of slow sand filter is the efficiency of slow sand filter is 99% approximately. 99% approximately. Correct? 99% approximately. Not dual media filter. The slow sand filter is very giving, means very, it will give very high quality of water. Very high quality of water. Clear? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Kindly read it and let me know the answer, guys. Which of the following statement are true for E. coli bacteria? Which of the following statement are true for E. coli bacteria? Tell me, guys, quickly. All correct. Okay. Means they are the indicator for fecal contamination. They are unique indicator for organism for sewage pollution. It can be tested in the laboratory. No, guys. Listen. First two statements are correct. You can see here, they are the indicator for fecal contamination because E. coli bacteria is present in the human waste. So that's why guys, it is correct. They are unique indicator organism for sewage pollution. Definitely, if their concentration is present, that means this particular water is polluted by your sewage pollution. Correct? This is also correct. It can be tested in the laboratory by titration process. No guys, we need to use MPN process, right? Most probable number. So that's why this statement is wrong. It is gram negative in characteristic. Gram negative means what? They are non-pathogenic in nature. Non-pathogenic in nature. Non-pathogenic in nature. And this is also true. So 1, 2 and 4 are correct. That means A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Next question guys. Next question. Dissolved oxygen. Tell me guys, dissolved oxygen can be consumed in a stream by which particular process? Dissolved oxygen can be consumed in a stream by which of the following option? Consume means they can use it and they are trying to consume it, right? C, 1 and 3. C, very nice, smart trick. Santu, correct. Okay guys, let's understand this question. Pooja, yes. Wali, yes. Okay. So decomposition of organic matter. We know that guys, if microorganisms are there, now these microorganisms are trying to consume the organic matter and ultimately they are trying to use the oxygen to degrade this particular organic matter. And that's why first option can be correct. Photosynthesis process is trying to release the oxygen, not to consume the oxygen in general. Aerobic microorganism, again it can be aerobic microorganism which can consume the oxygen to degrade the organic matter. This is also correct. Atmosphere, no guys, this is wrong. This is wrong. So only 1 and 3 are the correct answer. That means C should be the correct answer. Pathogenic means those microorganisms which are causing some disease to us. That is to be known as pathogenic. Okay. Next question. Boiling of water leads to the removal of what? Boiling of water leads to the removal of what? If you boil the water, then which type of impurity that may get removed? D, permanent hardness. How it is possible? It should be C. You know that guys, boiling process is what? Basically, we are trying to boil our water at 100 degrees centigrade. And you know that guys, generally doctor is also recommending those people who have suffered from the typhoid. So you need to use the boiled water for your consumption so that the microorganism will not be there. So this is the process by which we can remove the microorganism. Okay, C should be the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following water treatment sequence is correct? Tell me guys, which of the following water treatment sequence is correct? Tell me. Which of the following water treatment sequence is correct? C. Screening. Okay, let's read it. Screening. Then we have aeration. Then we will do the plain sedimentation so that we will remove the coarser impurity. Then we have rapid mixing, which is known as coagulation. Slow mixing, flocculation. Then sedimentation. Then rapid send filter. And then we have activated carbon bed filter, which is trying to remove the carcinogenic type of matter, right, which can cause the cancer. So we need to use it so that we can remove such type of matter also. Then we have disinfection part. Okay, so this is the correct one. Okay, now what about the rest of the two? Let's read it. Screening, aeration. Then we need over here guys a coagulation, flocculation. Then sedimentation is missing in this option. That's why this is wrong. Sedimentation is to be required after flocculation. Similarly guys, in this option sedimentation is not mentioned, then we have to cancel it. Only C is the correct answer. Okay, let's move to the next question. Aeration of the water is done to remove what? Why you are using the aeration of water? C. To convert iron and manganese into insoluble form. I have already told you guys, right? You can see here, we have already discussed this point. You know that guys, we just want to convert this particular soluble part into the insoluble one. This is what? This is basically soluble, and these are insoluble PPT. That is our purpose. Clear? So it means which one is the correct answer? It should be C. Okay. Next question. Manholes are generally located at which particular location? Tell me guys. Manholes are generally located at which particular locations? Quickly give your answer. A, Pooja A, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. A, very nice. Yes, definitely guys. At all changes of direction of the sewer, that means if the direction of sewer will get changed, we need to provide the manhole. At all changes of gradient of sewer, that means one of the slope is this and another slope is this. Again, we need to provide the manhole over here. At all junction of different sewer, if you have a junction of sewer guys, you need to provide it, right? So that means 1, 2 and 3 all are correct. Okay, 1, 2, 3 are correct. But if you talk about the fourth one, wait a minute. Fourth one, when dia of sewer is lesser, there is no such condition. Only okay. A is the correct answer. Next question guys. Which of the following process is not the part of self-purification of the stream? Which of the following process is not the part of self-purification of the stream? Self-purification. That means stream is trying to self-purify it. Reverse osmosis. Yes. So such type of process is not to be there in your stream. We know that guys, sedimentation is a process by which the particle will settle down inside the river directly guys at the level of bed. Then biodegradation, that means oxidation and reduction of the organic matter. Aeration, which is addition of oxygen into the water. So such type of three process is the part of self-purification. Okay. But C is not the part of it. Next question. A wastewater sample diluted to 100 times with aeration water and had an initial dissolved oxygen of 5 milligram per liter. Okay. Now you need to read the rest of the statement so that you can give the correct answer. Okay. Dilution factor is 100. Dilution factor is 100. And initial DO is given to us, which is basically 5 milligram per liter. Now tell me guys, if after 5 days of incubation at 20 degrees centigrade, the DO is 0, then BOD of wastewater is 500. A is correct? No, A is wrong. Because we know that guys, whenever DO final is 0, then you have to retest your sample, right? Such type of sample is not to be useful to predict the BOD of wastewater. Next thing, if final DO is 0, then BOD of wastewater cannot be determined. Yes, it is correct. It is correct. If after 5 days of incubation at 20 degrees centigrade, the DO is 2 milligram per liter, then the BOD of wastewater is 0. No guys, you can calculate this particular value. The dilution factor is 100, initial is 5, final is 2, then the value of BOD is 300 milligram per liter. So this statement is also wrong. This is also wrong. B is the correct answer. Very nice. Next question guys. Which of the following impurity are generally not removed in the sewage treatment plant? Tell me guys. Which of the following impurity are generally not removed in the STP? Dissolved organic matter, suspended inorganic matter, oil and grease particle, none of this. So you know that guys, dissolved organic matter is removed in your second degree treatment unit. Second degree treatment unit. If we talk about suspended inorganic matter, is to be removed in grit chamber. Oil and grease particle, skimming tank. So guys, all the impurities will removed in the sewage treatment plant. That's why D is the correct answer. Next question. Which of these does not contribute to additional inflow to the sewer? Additional inflow into the sewer. C. Very nice, Santu. 81C. C, Valli C. Very nice, good. Pooja A. Now let me explain it. You know that guys, this is our sewer, let us suppose. Okay. So let us consider guys, this is placed below some soil, and definitely whatever water which is due to the rainfall, certain amount of water may get seep into the soil also, and that particular water may get included into the sewer line also, right? That's mean this particular part can be included. But if we talk about used water from the private water supply, yes, definitely it is also included. Water losses through the leakage in the distribution line. Now what is distribution line? Distribution line is water supply line. So whatever leakage which is occurring in the distribution line, that is not the part of your sewer line, right? That is not the part of sewer line. That's why guys, C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Next one. During wastewater treatment, sedimentation is used in primary stage, sedimentation is used in secondary stage, sedimentation is used in both the stages. Quickly tell me guys the correct answer for this. Both. We know that guys, there are two types of sedimentation tank. One is primary, second is secondary. Primary is to be required to remove the suspended organic matter, and secondary sedimentation is required to remove your MLSS concentration, right? Microorganism concentration, right? So which is known as bioflocs. Okay, so that's why guys, we need to use two type of sedimentation tank. One is primary and second is secondary. C is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following parameter cannot be controlled in water treatment plant to increase the efficiency of sedimentation? Which particular parameter you are not able to control in water treatment plant? Tell me guys. A. Temperature we are not able to control in WTP. We are not able to control the temperature, because we know that guys, if we change the temperature, so there is no much change in the sedimentation efficiency as well as the settling velocity of the particle, right? That's why we will not try to control it, but it will affect the sedimentation efficiency as well as the settling velocity of particle, but we are not trying to control it. Okay, that's why A is the correct answer. Next one. What is the most expensive component of solid waste handling? Most expensive component of solid waste handling. Collection. Collection is the most expensive component, because we know that guys, we need to use lot of number of vehicle in which a huge amount of fuel is to be consumed, and we need to do the door-to-door collection of solid waste. And that's why guys, so such type of component is very expensive in case of management of solid waste. Okay, that's why A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next one, which is now we will move to the next part of the subject, which is basically our structure part. Okay, kindly tell me structure and RCC. Okay, now tell me guys the correct answer for this. A country has been given below if all the members are axially inextensible, then the kinematic indeterminacy is equal to how much? dk is equal to how much? Member are axially inextensible in nature. Six. That means C. Okay, let's check it out guys. You know that guys, we can calculate the dk easily. This is theta 1, which is possible, theta 2, which is also possible, theta 3, which is also possible, and theta 4, right? But we know that guys, there is no means there is no horizontal displacement over here because the members are axially inextensible in nature. That's why the answer should be what? The answer should be 4, not 6. It should be 4. ठीक है संतु? Let's move to the next question. Choose the correct influence line diagram for the shear at point C. You can see here guys, this is point C. So you need to draw the ILD for shear force. ILD for shear force. A. Very nice Santu, very nice Wali. Okay, very nice. You know that guys, as per Mueller-Breslau principle, we need to shift this particular left portion in the downward and right portion as upward. So the deflected shape of the structure is to be like this, and that deflected shape of the structure will become the ILD. Now what is this ordinate? This is negative, this is positive. And how much value is this? This is basically A by L and this one is B by L. So A by L means what? 2 by 10. Okay, that means 0.2. And this is B by L, that means 8 by 10. That is also 0.8. So A is the correct answer. Next question, which is related to your MDM method guys. And in this particular question, you need to tell me the distribution factor for the following member, which is basically CB, CD and CG. I will tell you a short trick over here guys, by which you can solve this particular problem easily. Okay. Question number 87. Question number 87. Tell me guys. Okay, let me explain it. It is very easy question. Now listen guys, you know that in this particular case, whether members CB, CD or CG, all are having far end as a fixed. If far end as a fixed, then the stiffness is equal to how much? It should be 4EI by L. Correct? 4EI by L. Now you can see here guys, the value of EI is constant for all the member, which is not written over here, but we have to consider, okay, it is given in the question, okay, EI as a constant. If it is not given, then you can consider it as a constant also. Now can I say that guys, the stiffness is proportional to the 1 by length, correct? If you have more length, then stiffness will be lesser. If you have less length, stiffness will be more, correct? In this manner. So you know that guys, the distribution factor is nothing as it is the ratio of stiffness of a member upon summation of stiffness. So can I say that guys, the summation of stiffness is a constant parameter. If you add all the stiffness, you will get the same value, right? So distribution factor is proportional to K and it is proportional to 1 by L. That means the member which is having higher length, so distribution factor should be lesser. Clear? Now tell me guys, out of these three member, which one is higher length? 8 meter. That means CB is having higher length. So it means distribution factor for CB should be lesser. CB should be lesser. Okay. Now let's find out the value. There are basically three values: 7 by 29, 14 by 29 and 8 by 29. We know that guys, 7 by 29 is a lesser option, right? So we can say that either this is the answer or either this is the answer. We can eliminate these two. Now what about the member CD? The member CD is having a lesser length as compared to other two members. So I will say that guys, this particular member will have a higher distribution factor value. Okay. That means it should be 14 by 29. Okay. That's why B is the correct answer. You can remove C also. Tell me guys, yes or no. Tell me yes or no. B is the correct answer. First, they have asked for CB, CB, CD and CG. C, how it is possible? D is the correct answer, bacha. D is the correct answer. Sorry, B is the correct answer. B. B is the correct answer. Arsalan, B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question, guys. Next question. Actually, there is one student, Arsan, who is writing anything like only volatile, temporary hardness. The question is related to the structure part, distribution factor and etc. He's writing only volatile, temporary hardness and etc. Why he's writing, I don't know. Okay, let it be. So tell me the answer of this. Okay. So A 3-hinge symmetrically parabolic arch of span 20 meter and rise 5 meter, right, carries a UDL on the entire span, then the bending moment at the quarter point is equal to how much? I think it is known to you, right? This is basically our arch, 3-hinge arch. Very simple question. 3-hinge arch. And in case of 3-hinge arch, you know that, guys, if you put the UDL on the entire span, right? If you put the UDL on the entire span, so the bending moment at each and every section will be equal to how much? 0, right? It is 0. Next, the shape of cable under the UDL load over the length of cable is, tell me, guys. The shape of cable under the UDL load over the length of cable is, which type of shape you will get? Catenary, parabolic, polygonal, triangular. Guys, let us suppose this is your cable, and if a UDL is present along the length of cable, then that is nothing as, that is basically self-weight. And due to self-weight, the shape of cable is catenary. Catenary. A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. But when it is to parabolic, when the load, which is basically UDL, is to be placed on the horizontal span, which is basically the distance or horizontal distance between the support. In that case, it should be parabolic in nature. Clear? Let's move to the next question, guys. Tell me the answer of this. The T-beam behave as a rectangular beam of a width equal to its flange if the neutral axis, now we have 10 questions, guys, only. A, remain within the flange area. Correct? Very nice, very nice. You can see here, guys, this is basically what? Our T-beam. Okay. Now, in case of T-beam, if our neutral axis is within the flange area, then only we will consider our beam as a rectangular portion or rectangular beam. Okay. That's why A is the correct answer. Very nice, Pooja. Next, modular ratio. What is the value of modular ratio as per the IS code? As per the IS code, what is the value of modular ratio? C, 280 by 3 sigma CBC. Very nice. 280 by 3 sigma CBC. Correct? C is the correct answer. Next question, guys. In a beam, shear reinforcement is provided in the form of what? In which form you can provide the shear reinforcement? Tell me, guys. D, any of them. We can provide the vertical bars. We can provide the vertical bar like this. We can provide the inclined bar also. And we can provide the combination of vertical, which is basically vertical bars, and the bent up bar also. Right? Bent up bar also. So A is correct, B is correct, C is correct. That means any one of this. D is the correct answer. Next question. Design of RCC simply supported beam carries UDL is based on a resultant bending moment at which particular location? You need to design your simply supported beam for which particular value of bending moment. It should be at support, it should be at mid span, every section, or quarter span. Mid span, definitely. So the value of bending moment is equal to how much? WL square by 8. WL square by 8. For this value, we will try to design our beam. Next question. The maximum area of tension reinforcement in the beam shall not exceed which particular value? The maximum area of tension reinforcement shall not exceed which particular value? Maximum area. You know that, guys, as per IS code, PT minimum is equal to how much? It is 0.85 divided by Fy into 100. Okay, but if we talk about PT max, so PT max is 4% of overall cross section area, right? That means C is the correct answer. Next question. In a rectangular beam, maximum shear stress occur at which location? In rectangular RCC beam, the maximum shear stress will occur at which particular location? At neutral axis. At neutral axis. Definitely, guys. It should be at neutral axis. At neutral axis. So I think you have seen the figure of shear stress diagram like this. So this is the maximum value, guys, which is occurring at the neutral axis only. Right? Next question. If the area for maximum midspan moment is 205 mm square, what would be the area required for corner reinforcement when both ends are continuous? When both ends are continuous. That is the question. Both ends are continuous. Both ends are continuous in this case. Tell me, guys. B. D. D is the correct answer. It should be none of this, none of this, none of this, none of this. Why? Because the value is 0. Why it is 0? Let me explain it. Guys, when you have discontinuous and discontinuous, then you have to provide the corner reinforcement. When you have one end discontinuous, other is continuous, then again you have to provide the corner reinforcement. But when you have both end continuous, no corner reinforcement required. Correct? So D is the correct answer. And what is this value? I think you have remembered it. It is 3 by 4 times of AST. And what is this value? When we have one end discontinuous, other is continuous, half into 3 by 4 into AST. Clear? Next question. The amount of reinforcement for the main bar in the slab is designed for which particular value? Minimum bending moment, maximum bending moment, maximum shear force, minimum shear force. Okay, Arsalan, there is no issue. Maximum bending moment. For maximum bending moment, we need to design our main reinforcement. Okay. Next question. In the two-way slab, lifting of corner occur due to which particular thing? It is resultant shear force, torsional moment, unbalanced moment, or resultant stress. The name itself is suggesting us. Tell me, guys. Torsional, very nice. Torsional moment. Due to torsional moment, that particular corner may get lift. Right? Very nice. Next question. Following methods are used for the analysis of a structure problem, right? So which of the following option can be correct as per the displacement method? Which of the following option is correct as per the displacement method? We know that, guys, consistency deformation is a force method. Slope deflection method is a displacement method. Stiffness method is displacement method. Flexibility method is a force method. So 2 and 3 are the correct answer. That means B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Last question, guys, of the session. Last question of the session. Consider the frame in the figure below. Which one is the correct bending moment diagram for the frame if EI is the constant for the structure? Just you need to tell me, guys, what should be the bending moment diagram of the structure? Very simple question, and I hope all of you are able to give the correct answer because you have seen the BMD of such type of structure too many times, right? Tell me. 100C, 100B. Yes, it should be B. 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 This particular portion is negative. This portion is negative. This portion is positive. This portion is positive, negative, positive, and negative. Guys, let me show you how to draw the BMD, then you are able to understand it. Okay, you can see here guys, there is only a UDL which is placed on the top portion of the structure, which is to be like this. That BMD for this one is like this. And if we talk about the rest of them guys, which is basically our fixed end moment diagram. So fixed end moment diagram is to be like this. Okay, now let me draw it. So this portion is outside, this portion is inside. You can do inverse also, right? Whatever direction I have considered, you can take the opposite of them also guys. But just we are trying to understand what should be the shape. That is the only purpose. Okay, let's draw in this manner only, so that there is no overlapping. Otherwise overlapping will be there guys. So just consider the opposite nature of the direction. Okay, if it is like this, then you have to draw it inside. Consider inside. Then this should be outside, this should be upward, this should be upward, this should be outside, and this should be inside, like this. This is your fixed end moment diagram, which you will get guys in case of this particular structure, right? The direction you can take the opposite of this, right? There is no issue. And you need to overlap a bending moment diagram, which is simply supported moment diagram. And guys, you will get this particular type of BMD, right? But they have not mentioned any value, they have not mentioned any sign convention over here guys, so don't bother about it. Just you need to tell me the shape of it. So the shape is like this only. Okay, so that's it guys from my side. And Satyajeet sir, I hope you are able to understand all the questions which we have discussed together, as well as the concept part, right? So thank you so much guys, and soon we will meet again guys in our future session also, and we will try to do some more marathon and some more question practice session for you. Okay, thank you Santu, thank you so much, thank you Teja, thank you so much. So you will get this particular PDF on my Telegram channel also guys, for question number 66 to question number 100. I will share it. Okay, okay Santu, I will take the session for theory of structure on, right? Thank you Shiva, thank you Simant. Okay, so let's close the session guys, and let's meet in the next one. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining the session.